The longest friendships are not really the deepest friendship, and in today's episode, we are gonna talk about that. I will be sharing a story with you all.
Right there on top of the moon.
She was my best friend until she wasn't even the person that I knew. She was the world to me until I realized that I was not even the closest person to her heart. And well, just like that, today I'm going to be sharing a story with you, which is more about a friendship betrayal. I happen to have a friend that I had known for over 23 years of my life. She was not just a friend, but more like a family friend to me. Someone who was more comfortable in my own house more than her house. She was more comfortable and loving towards my parents more than her parents. And all my life, I just tried to understand what was she really going through. Well, for starters, as we were young kids, she had to go through a lot in her life. She had an elder
family
brother,
had financial
who was
issues.
more loved by her parents. And I spent most of my life, most of my childhood, actually looking after her. But with time, I realized that that was not something she was really looking forward to. I used to listen to her rant about her family, share her problems, and most of the time when I had something really important, it was never important for her because she was too busy grieving her own sorrows. And as we grew up, we went to different colleges. She initially started becoming a little insecure about my other friends, and I ended up cutting off my other friends for her. But that was not enough. And lately, what happened was she fell in love with a guy. The guy was pretty toxic though. He was never really up for a commitment. But somehow she ended up cutting off all of us just because of him. Now, let me share you a little incident that happened. Well, we all know there are certain guys who are not really up to their upbringing, and something like that similar happened, but this guy happened to have a crush on me, and the only way for him to get through me was to get in between both of us. And 23 years of friendship actually went down the line only because the guy wanted to make a move. And the most hurtful part was not that the guy ended up doing all this, but the fact that my best friend, who was more like a sister to me, actually fell for it. I am expecting that a few of you must have gone through something like this, something similar, where over the period of time your friendship went down the line and the best friend ended up choosing the guy over you. What hurts the most is they happen to trust someone that they had just met over us. I agree that a very positive sign of a relationship is trust. And all of that makes sense if the relationship is genuine. But what if the guy is not even close to being genuine? And what if our best friend actually ends up choosing him over us? Now, that is something very hurtful. I understand. And I'm really hoping that none of you have gone through it because I can imagine how painful it is. But here are certain things that I explained myself that I would like to share with you all. Understand that it was never about them. It was never about the guy. It was always about that friend. We end up blaming ourselves on where did we go wrong? Was our friendship was not trusty enough? No. What we don't understand is their upbringing has been in such a way where they just want someone to fill the void space in their life. They just want to be heard, something that only makes them joyful until it happens to serve their own benefit. And what makes us feel even more sad is that all our life we have spent focusing on the best for them. But when they actually become the person that they want to be, the first thing that they kick off from their life is us. There is no trust, there is no love, there is no friendship. And you just miss them sometimes. And guess what? It is okay because from your side, you were being a genuine friend, but from their side, it was never really a friendship because the absence of their parents was fulfilled by us. The darkness was fulfilled by light by us. And when they found something which enlightened them even more, they just chose to let us go. So please understand that it was never about you or me or the guy. It was about who they are and how they will always be. Here's a few things that I learned after she left. One is to make peace with yourself. Number two, never trust someone completely until you've seen their darkest side and you have most importantly seen how they reciprocate in your darkest side. Number three, never be desperate to be a part of any group or never try to change yourself just to fit in into someone's life. I can understand that it could be lonely sometimes, but believe me, it works. And last but not the least is to ensure that you groom yourself well. Just try to make yourself better than anyone around, and believe me, that helps in the best way. I can understand that you must have lost your hope in friendship, you must have lost your faith, and some of you might also end up just spending some time by yourself, which is okay. Because when the right time comes, just like a companion, even a true friendship will come along, and that day you will understand why it did not work with these selfish people. Thank you. I would love to know if some of you have gone through this or anything other topic that you would like for me to cover up. Thank you for watching. I will see you all soon.